Why is it that two people can grow up in the same home, eat the same food, go to the same school, live under the same roof, and yet end up with completely different lives? This is the story of two childhood friends, Daniel and Kofi. They were born in the same small village, just a few houses apart. They played together, studied together, even dreamed together. But when life began to test them, their choices separated them forever. One became a pillar of hope and success, admired by everyone. The other faded into the shadows of regret. Before we continue, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share this story with someone who needs encouragement today. Daniel and Kofi were inseparable as children. They would sit under the big mango tree after school, talking about their dreams. Daniel would say, "One day I want to build a house for my mother so she never has to work in the sun again." And Kofi would laugh and add, "And I will buy a big car, the kind that makes everyone jealous." Their hearts were full of hope. But as they grew older, life began to reveal its weight. When they both finished school, Daniel decided to start a small farm. He had no money, no equipment, only a piece of land his father gave him and his two hands. Each morning before the sun rose, he was out on the land, clearing weeds, planting maize, and praying for rain. Kofi, on the other hand, looked at Daniel and shook his head. "Why suffer like this? Life is already hard. I'd rather wait until something better comes. One day, luck will find me." Instead of working, Kofi spent his mornings at the village square, playing cards with older men and talking about dreams he never chased. Daniel struggled. The sun burnt his skin, his back ached, and sometimes his crops failed. There were days when he cried alone in the field, wondering if he was wasting his life. But still, he kept going. He pushed through hunger, through failure, through loneliness. Years passed. Daniel's little farm grew. His first harvest was small, but he reinvested. His second harvest fed not only his family, but also neighbors. By the 5th year, Daniel was hiring other young men to help him. His perseverance was paying off. Kofi, meanwhile, was still at the village square. He had excuses for everything. "The government doesn't care about us. Life is unfair. Maybe next year I'll try something." But the truth was simple. Fear and laziness had buried him in the soil of excuses. One evening, after many years, the two friends met again at the same mango tree. Daniel arrived in a clean shirt, his hands still calloused from work, but his face proud. Children from the village ran to greet him, shouting, "Farmer Daniel! Farmer Daniel!" Kofi sat on the bench, his clothes worn out, his eyes heavy with sadness. He forced a smile and said, "Daniel, you're lucky. Look at you now." Daniel looked at him with kindness and replied softly, "Kofi, it wasn't luck. It was choice. Every day I chose to push forward, even when it hurt. You chose to wait." Those words cut deep. For the first time, Kofi realized the truth. They had started the same, but their choices created their futures. Life gives us the same soil, the same rain, the same sun. But it is what we do with them that decides who we become. Some people fight through hardship and grow strong. Others let fear and excuses keep them buried. Daniel and Kofi's story teaches us this. Your future is not written by where you start, but by the choices you make every single day. So I ask you right now, are you Daniel or are you Kofi? Are you pushing forward even when it hurts, or are you hiding behind excuses? If this story moved you, share it with a friend, subscribe for more powerful stories, and let's walk this journey of growth together.